Hi, and welcome to this short video on assessment availability, results and resits. I'll be showing you when the assessments are available. We'll look at when the results day is for each series, and finally I'll explain resits, when your students can resit and the rules you must follow. The assessments for our technical qualifications are scheduled annually as shown on this table. In developing an overall plan for your assessment and delivery, you'll need to consider the order in which you deliver the content and when the assessments will take place. Your students must be prepared for external assessment by the time they undertake it. In preparing students for assessment, you'll want to take into account the required learning time, the relationship with other external assessments, and opportunities for retaking. There are two components: the core component and the occupational specialism. The core component has two subcomponents: the two exams and an employer set project. Students do not have to sit both subcomponents in the same series. For example, they could sit the two exams in the summer of their first year and the employer set project in the autumn of their second year. But please note, they must always sit both exams in the same series. The occupational specialism is assessed by a substantial synoptic project. There is one series per year, and we refer to this as being the summer series, as this is when the assessment completes and the marking is undertaken, and we also issue you with the result. Depending on the technical qualification you deliver, your students will start their assessment for the occupational specialism at different points during the spring term. So please make sure you familiarise yourself with the key date schedules as to when all the assessments take place. In our Getting to Know the Specification on Demand briefings, we have included assessment scheduling for the employer set project and the occupational specialism. So this will help you plan when scheduling within your centre. To ensure you are supported, we will communicate with you on and before results day. We will release the results for the technical qualification components. Please note that we do not release the T-level result. This will be released by the DFE. As we are not required to issue technical qualification certificates, T-level certificates, or T-level statements of achievement, we will not require you to complete any forms or process to claim the technical qualification from Pearson. Instead, we will issue the results directly to you. The results will be released to students on the days indicated in this table. The summer results day is on the same day as all other level 3 qualifications. This date is set by JCQ, and therefore it could differ year on year, but it's normally mid-August. The autumn results day is the third Thursday in March. As per all Pearson results, we will communicate to you in advance of results day and provide embargoed results prior to this date. We will make available scorecards which will outline the achievement in percentage terms against each assessment objective. We will offer a service whereby achievement will be presented in an item-by-item format through our existing platform Results Plus. This means that you will be able to ascertain trends across and within cohorts and clearly label the associated assessment objectives. We will also offer provisional component result slips, clearly watermarked as a provisional component result. As per the Ofqual handbook for the technical qualification, there is no specific resit series permitted. However, students will be able to resit in any assessment series. Following their first sitting, students may resit the core exams, the employer set project, the assessments for an occupational specialism, or any combination of these, but there are some resit rules. Where a student fails one of the core exams, they must resit both exams, and they must do so in the same assessment series. For example, if, following the summer series, a student passed one of the core exams but failed the other, and they wanted to resit in the autumn series, the student must take both exams again in the autumn. You should note that in this example, the student is not required to resit the employer set project. If in their first assessment attempt this has been passed, and the student's score for the employer set project will be banked and added to the exam scores once they have passed. However, where a student must resit any of the core exams and the employer set project, they do not need to do so in the same assessment series. The student could, taking the example I previously mentioned, resit both exams in the autumn and then resit the employer set project the following summer. To access a resit opportunity, you always need to make an entry for the series you require the student to resit the assessment in.